In Texas, both the death count and the number of missing rose today as rescue workers continue to search for signs of life following the weekend's flash floods. Governor Greg Abbott says more than 160 people are still unaccounted for after that catastrophic flooding. At least 111 people are now already confirmed dead. This comes as some of the Camp Mystic campers who witnessed the flash floods and survived are sharing their stories. Nydia Cavazos has more now from Central Texas.
Officials in Kirk County, Texas, continue to search for those who remain unaccounted for in the wake of the deadly 4th of July flash floods. More than 100 people have been confirmed dead and many more are missing.
Just in the Kirk County area alone, there are 161 people who are known to be missing.
On Tuesday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott took to the skies to survey the damage of the area. 5 campers and 1 counselor from Camp Mystic, a girls' camp in Kirk County, are still missing. Among the young campers who survived, there are feelings of guilt.
It's hard to hear because they were so young. I feel guilty that we were so safe and oblivious while they were living hell on earth.
Lily and Paige Kummerfeld have gone to Camp Mystic for nearly a decade and were there at the time of the floods.
It happened so quickly that no one really had time.
For their parents, the hours-long wait to find out if their daughter survived the floods was excruciating.
When I heard Lily's voice from the EMS phone, it was the sweetest sound I'd ever heard. She goes, "Hi, Mom, it's Lily." And it was the best sound.
Questions remain as to whether more could have been done to alert the public as floodwaters rose rapidly. Kirk County officials say they are not focused on a timeline, but instead on rescue efforts.
This team up here is focused on bringing people home.
President Trump will travel to Texas on Friday. Nydia Cavazos, CBS News, Kerrville, Texas.
Our mission is going to be to assist Texas with whatever Texas needs. That's going to be driven on a day-by-day basis. So it could vary from day to day what it is they're actually doing.
That was the Arkansas National Guard public affairs officer. The Guard sent 24 personnel down to Texas today to help with relief efforts. They left early this morning and will be using 4 UH-60 Blackhawk helicopters, which were chosen for their infrared capabilities. Now, reporter Carter Thweet was at Camp Robinson today, spoke with commanders about that mission in Texas.
We received an Emergency Management Assistance Compact, or an EMAC, from Texas, from the governor of Texas to the governor of Arkansas.
And according to Colonel Keeter, 24 personnel left early Tuesday morning to respond to that request.
Specifically to provide additional support to the search and recovery operations in the vicinity of Hunt, Texas, along the Guadalupe River.
They'll do so using 4 UH-60 Blackhawk helicopters, which were chosen for their infrared capabilities, and one of them can do even more than that.
Specifically, the Medevac variant, the same one I was telling you about, has a hoist capability as well. So in the event that they can't get a ground crew to a certain location, they can hoist that out.
Colonel Keeter says the Guard responds to those EMAC requests often, as well as conducting operations here in Arkansas for things like lost hikers. But in this particular instance, with all those who have already been lost, he says the unit is eager to get to Texas and save any lives they can.
That's why we sign up for this specific component to do what we do, helping and assisting our neighbors, our family members, our friends, other states in these tragic environments like that. It is tragic. Our hearts go out to them. I'm a parent, I'm a father. I can only imagine from that perspective as well. And all of our guys see it the same way.
Carter Thweet, 5 News.
Meanwhile, Sheepdog Impact Assistance is sending a disaster response team next week. The group plans to leave Rogers early Sunday morning. When in Texas, they say they're going to spend 5 days delivering supplies to flood victims and clearing debris from roads.
Primary mission a lot of times has to do with chainsaws, where we go in and help clear trees and debris out of roads and driveways that can assist with first responders getting into areas so that they can make sure people are safe and being treated, but also allowing people to get back to their homes and begin to pick up the pieces and start life over again.
Sheepdog organization gives former first responders and veterans a chance to keep serving, using the skills they gained in uniform to help communities recover from natural disasters. Fort Smith City directors say yes to a proposal to revamp what's left of the old Fianna Hills Country Club. Directors tonight approved a plan by a Van Buren developer who wants to invest about $50 million, turning the 31 acres of land that used to be the clubhouse and golf course into retirement housing, single-family housing, and commercial development.
This club has sat dormant for a long time, and I applaud investment into this community.
Developers say the project will be done in phases, with first to start soon and then be complete in about 18 months. City of Bentonville upgrading its traffic software. 5 News reporter Claire Everbach tells us how this upgrade will make a huge difference in how the city will improve traffic flow.
Vantage Live is a web-based data service. It gives the city the ability to view activity at intersections by automatically collecting and analyzing vehicles, bicycles, and pedestrians. Right now, the software is being used in 40 traffic cameras. The City Council Tuesday approved adding it to 30 more cameras.
The goal is to get every signal in the city up to the highest level, which would give us radar detection for speed, pedestrians, bicycle counts, all the traffic counts.
Bentonville Director of Transportation Dan Weiss says data can be viewed by agency personnel. The system detects speed, direction of turns, and how many people go through the intersection per day.
The software sits in our traffic control center, and then it reads it through fiber optic cables, the information off each individual light.
It can also help the city communicate with its engineers to make adjustment to the timing of lights.
We'll realize in the mornings we could give some more time to that signal, for example, and then we'd make that adjustment. It will also allow us to count those to make sure we're giving adequate time for those users to also get through the intersection safely.
With the current 40 intersections they are monitoring, Weiss says there are 1 million interactions between vehicles and stoplights every day. Expanding Bentonville's contract with the company will help traffic congestion and safety.
That's a lot of traffic to watch, a lot of traffic to count, and us being able to do that to all the signals in town is going to really help us promote safety and also minimize congestion.
In Bentonville, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
Starting tonight, the 188th in Fort Smith says people across the River Valley can expect to hear fighter pilots doing night training missions. The training involves F-35 fighter jets, expected to continue through next Thursday. The base says the night flying is required for training operations to fully qualify their partners. The F-35 program will be a decades-long mission to train U.S. allies and their pilots.